Alright, so in this video, I'm going to record how to create a custom factory along with their custom components. So for this video, I want to make a Plankton or Golden Dog, like the one in Half Swords. So yeah, that was cool. So first I'm going to make a new collection, like up here, top right. And I'll call this one Haft to be the shaft, the topper, which will be the top cap, and a Q, the bottom cap maybe, and top spike, and let me rename this top spike, then body spikes. So that's 5 different parts, and I'll call this scene Plankton. So first, well, after this is done, I need to create the components, or I could use other models that are already existing, but I'm just going to create some just to show you how it works. So this is just your basic Blender stuff, where you just create your asset. It's big enough. This will be Plankton PF. This one needs a nodes collection in there. P cap for those end caps. So I could, so I'll come back to that in a second. I'm actually make this all in a single scene and then break it up. So if I have a sense of scale, I'm going to import the Greatsword Factory. Assemble it. Yeah, that's way too small. Let's put these in PF. Yeah, there it is. So it's going to be held right in the middle there. So make it a little bit bigger. Make it thicker. And actually, let me move this over. I don't have the copy thing, so it's just gonna parent the object and move it down like this. So now we have this. I move that over. So to make the caps, I'm just going to use the geometry I have now and just cut it off, maybe. Make its own object as well. So that's a cap. That looks fine. I only need one of these models here because it'll be copy pasted later. So let me make the spikes, which might be a little bit more complex. Let me do rectangular spikes. So actually, let me get this to snap. Yeah. Let's move this over there. Yeah. And I guess I could use an array modifier to make it easier. Oh, wrong direction. Oh, that's very... Oh, yeah, that's good enough. Let's do 5 of them. I'll just join these all together here in a second. The geometry doesn't really matter on the inside. I don't know. You can just have it be straight on here, but I want to be kind of lazy for this. So, actually, I should unwrap this before I try and do anything else. We don't need this inside face, so I can just mark this as the seam and unwrap. So if I were to apply this, I don't mind them all looking the same, all having the same UVs, so this should be fine. So haft join, and can make a spike. Let me just use this geometry here. Oh. Get rid of the edge loop, just to make it simpler a little bit. That's a very thick spike. So I'm just gonna separate it. Where'd it go? There it is. Let me just make it triangulate. Oh, I need something right in the middle. So let me get this to snap to the vertex. Oh, wrong direction. Delete only the face. Okay. That's fine. So I should unwrap this as well. And the cap, which seems to be already unwrapped, or not well. So let me just make a cut here. That's fine. So, and let me get rid of that inset face. Yeah, that's fine. So that should be all the parts we need. So I'll keep spikes, P spikes. This is cap. So this should go to the cap. Go to the, or create a new scene here. P spikes. Yeah. And this should be in its own scene as well. PT spike. And I can get rid of this, the original, or my reference. So next I need to create the masks. So what I like to do is I like to create blank textures and just bake the diffuse, this white here, onto the black masks. So let me just show you how I do that real quick. So we're going to need material. And since this is a procedural material for the factories, it should use the underscore component name. That's just the reserved name. Maybe the underscore is the reserved character that tells the game to use the procedural system. So first, let me add, should be procedural. There's type mask. And it needs to use the name of the RFC here, factories. And let's make this 512. Why not? Might be a bit too detailed, but there's not anything wrong with that. So, color. Let's go to the output. So what this is going to do is going to plot this white onto this texture. So just going to bake real quick. I only want the color, and I don't care about the lighting. And I don't really want much of a margin. So select the node, the target node, and bang. So yeah, quickly baked it to it. So don't really need a normal or, well, I do need a normal and diffuse map, but I don't need to bake anything with it, so I'm just going to create some blank ones. So here I can do d halved d, and the default is half this gray, 0.5 in all color channels. And I need the normal. So N for Exanima, it's just 0.5 in red and green. Yeah, so to make that yellow. So since I defined the textures on Exanima material, it should just be able to export just fine. So I don't really do that. Write separate files, yeah. RFC component text, and then components.rpk. So if I hit export, oh, .rfc. It did not write the images. That was it. I forgot to export the nodes. I turned it off on accident there. So see that the textures got exported into components.rpk, component text, and the haft is in components.rpk. So to double check that real quick, I can update the lookup and do p haft. There it is. And I can add it to the haft. So there's the haft component. So now I'm just going to do the rest, do the same thing for the others. All right, so I converted all those other models into their RFC components. So, and I put them all into their sections. So now I need to define hierarchy. So for the factory section, let's say the parent for the body spikes is the haft. And then the parent of the top spike is the cap, the topper. And the parent of the queue is also the haft. And the parent of the topper is the haft. So why are you so small? Oh, I see. I didn't apply the scaling. That happens a lot. So whenever you export your models, make sure that they're scaled. The scaling is applied. Like hit Control A and then apply the scale. Okay, I ran it back through and everything's applied. So now we just need to pose everything properly. So the cap, the top cap and the top spike are already posed correctly because the object origin is all the way over here. I forgot to center the mesh, so need to do a little bit of repositioning for the queue, but for the spikes, I can just move it up to about there. And the queue will be rotated. This is weird. That doesn't seem exactly right, but well, if it works. We'll find out together if that works right. So we can generate it, and it's posed properly. So now I need to get the UV sorted out. So let me preview the materials, make the plane, like I showed before, so I can actually see what the materials look like. So it's very large, and everything needs to be scaled down to maybe about half. So oh, that's not the right one. And then the topper. Seems like there's some messed up textures there. Let me get rid of the other models. Keep that since I'm working with it. And then I should purge that. Let's re-preview it. Seems like it's being held on somewhere. Let's force delete them, get them out of here. That's a new bug. Okay. I fixed it. The spike textures got broken somehow, so I recreated it entirely, and yeah, it seems to be working now. So now I can continue with the UVs. So this half, let me put it at 0.5, why not? Spike, that can be at 0, why not? Cap, let's put both of them the same spot. 0.5, and then the spike. Okay. I don't want to deal with this anymore, so I'm just going to get rid of the top spike. just for the showcase. So it's just going to be this with the caps, and it should be good to go. So I just need to export this as factory and put this in factories RPK. And just so it's easy for me to see the change, I'm going to set this to be the Greatsword factory. Let's change the name of it. So export. Oh. Yeah, that's important too. I need to have the materials. So this is, let's just call it assembly. And let's say that this is rough wood. I don't know, I'll put it out there. Then another one for the steel. So this would be iron. So that's that. These components need to be told to have proper material. So this one would be 1. There's only 1 mask, so I just need to set 1. This would be steel as well. And this one would be steel. So that's every single one set. And I can export this. And try it out. Hopefully it'll work first try. Okay. That's to be expected since it's got the old materials. Let me get Cheat Engine open. So I can edit the item. Plug in class. So we got the caps as well. Where's the spikes? Is it because the part's not defined? Material 1. Let me just call this one the rough wood. Do salmon. So that's different. Good. And then material 2 would be some iron. Let's make the color steel. Then the component selection, 1, then 1. So there we have it. We have all 4 sections that were in the factory. So hope this helped. Thanks.